Welcome to Database Center. Here you can manage a diverse database fleet at scale. On its own, Database Center provides a single pane of glass, giving you a holistic view of database health across all engines. But when paired with the power of Gemini, it transforms into a centralized discovery and optimization powerhouse. This is the overview. The fleet inventory provides a high-level view of your engines, which can be filtered by product, version, and location. Here, you can add several filters to narrow your focus. Filtering by tag can be particularly useful for distinguishing between environments, such as production and non-production. The navigation menu provides access to different views like resources and health issues, and you can also create alerts and custom views. So how can you use Database Center as a single pane of glass? First, let's narrow our focus to the Symbol Shops project to view health across the entire environment. From here, the Performance and Capacity section reveals that multiple databases are experiencing issues. Let's dig into this. Looks like this resource, amongst others, has one critical priority. Let's check that out. It would appear this resource is nearing its cluster quota limit and has high resource utilization as well as several other issues. Now, Database Center doesn't just flag the fire, it hands you the extinguisher. It provides a specific resize recommendation and a direct link to the instance so you can scale up and prevent a crash before it happens. So Database Center is great for achieving unified visibility across your fleet, but Gemini takes things a step further. Let's say your developers just launched a fleet of databases on a brand new version, but your team hasn't certified it yet. In a traditional environment, this is a potential compliance nightmare and a shadow IT headache. Luckily, Database Center with Gemini turns a manual hunt into AI-powered discovery. Let's say PostgreSQL 16 is the version in question. Let's simply ask Gemini to identify the risk. List all instances running PostgreSQL 16 that are not in a certified production project. Gemini scans the organization's metadata, does some thinking, and generates a response. Looks like there are several database groups spanning across resources running PostgreSQL 16 that are not in a certified production project. From here, you can investigate further and reach out to project owners to notify them that they should refrain from using the new database version until it's been certified. In this next example, let's say your databases have drifted away from your security blueprint. This is known as configuration drift. Your team uses a Terraform template to mandate production standards, and those standards state that all databases must have failover protection, automated backups, and encrypted connections, with no public IP exposure allowed. You need to ensure that these standards and policies are adhered to. In this case, you can prompt Gemini to show all production databases missing failover protection, automated backups, and encrypted connections. You can also ask it to identify those exposed to broad access. Gemini identifies that there are 6 database groups spanning 7 production database resources that do not meet security and compliance standards. And by clicking an issue, you can view additional details and suggested next steps. Now it's your turn. Dive into Database Center and start managing your fleet. There's so much more to learn, and you can enroll on Google Skills by clicking the link in the description. Thanks for watching.